Thanks for joining us again. We recently spoke to Benzer and Sandra about the effects on their marriage of not being able to have children. However, there's more to it than that. What about the relationships around them, such as their friendships and the extended family? Let's hear from them and see how they face those challenges. Sometimes God opens doors, and sometimes God closes doors.
Because I did say to him, if you want to find someone else, I understand. Mm-hmm. And he said to me that
you're the one that I married and you're the one I want to stay with.
So Benzer, you never considered that as a viable offer, find someone with whom you can have children with?
Absolutely no.
Okay.
So you weren't going to go and do the Abraham thing then?
No.
I have another question for you. Was there any impact from the wider family to that news?
Question.
For a long time we didn't tell anyone, made up excuses. We're going on holiday, not ready to have a family.
Where's the kids?
Laughed it off.
And some derogatory remarks about my husband, which I didn't like because it was me. There is a medical reason, so people assume that, you've been married at a certain time, you should be having children. They never assume there's a medical reason. They never assume they think you don't want children, you don't like children. And so it was a lot to cope with on that. But we kept it a secret. And then one day, when it got to a point where, how long do you keep saying I'm traveling?
What was their reaction when you did that? Were they supportive? Were they?
They was as much as they could be, but unfortunately, a lot of the problems that we had with a lot of people was, oh, don't you want children? Or, oh, just give it time and things will happen naturally, and God can work a miracle, and if you believe hard enough, this will happen.
You've been through it. Yep.
And even people would say, well, Sarah, I still have that to this day. Sarah.
Kind of rubbing your nose in it, isn't it?
Exactly.
Your faith is not good enough either.
And also people didn't know what to do with us. My friends who, were having babies, and there would be two sides. Either those who shared their pregnancies with us so we could be part of that, or there would be those who would tell me at the last, when they were showing, because they were just so afraid of my reaction, and that hurt. But the good ones were those who would put their babies in my arms so that, I had that experience.
Yeah.
Well, this raises a fundamental question. Do we stick by our oaths and promises if we don't get what we planned in our marriage? If part of our expectations don't happen, do we leave the one we promised to love? Next week, we'll be talking to David and Ella about how to exercise self-control during our arguments. God bless, and bye for now.